Hello everyone and welcome back to Oblivion. We're about to take the Guildmaster's son out on a little questy quest. Nope, it's not, definitely not separated at birth. I don't want that one. Master's son, there we go. We gotta go off to this, I'm sure, extremely dangerous mission that will almost certainly lead to the death of this man. Pardon me, everyone. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and avoid that place right there, because the main quest wants me to go there, and if I go there, they will think I'm doing the main quest. So my timeline was supposed to be Mages Guild, Fighters Guild, Dark Brotherhood, main quest, but because I got kicked out of the Mages Guild and I'm still looking for those goddamn ingredients, I've decided to do the Fighters Guild first while I gain ingredients, while I gather them. And then, I suppose, Mages Guild and then Dark Brotherhood. I prefer to wait until later in the Dark Brotherhood because I have more abilities, better armor, better equipment, fighting more powerful enemies, and I think it's just more fun like that. There we go. Keep going this way. Pardon me. Sorry about this. Something in my throat. Oh, look at that. Nothing. Like nothing. So, I originally started playing Oblivion on the Xbox, like most people, I think. However, I played it for hundreds of hours before my friend who owned it on the PC finally convinced me to buy it again for the PC because of the construction set. And I was very excited. At that point I had done everything in the game, and so being able to go in and customize stuff really adds a whole new layer. What? Who's attacking me? Who was that, a rat? Oh, is that a highwayman? Chasing after us? Oh no, it's that guy. Oh man. Try not to look so suspicious. Be sneaky like me. Anyway. The first thing I did, I remember, is I loved being a vampire. I love the huge boosts it gives you to agility and speed and strength and all these things. And so, and they get good abilities, they get good spells. However, you get damage from the sun. And so the first brilliant idea I had before I had the construction kit was, okay, well, what if I have 100% resistance to fire? And so I enchanted an entire set of gear just to resist fire. But that doesn't work because it's a different damage type. It's not fire damage, it's sun damage. So then I decided, what if instead of doing sun damage, instead of doing fire damage, what if I make a really powerful heal over time spell? I was thinking maybe... Sorry everyone, I got something stuck in my throat. I was thinking, since the maximum time you can have a spell go for is 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes, I could simply make a 5-minute spell that heals the same amount of health that the sun damage is damaging me. Does that make sense? To counteract it. Well, I knew at that point that the most powerful... he's unconscious already? Oh my god, savage trolls. Trolls are highly resistant to physical damage, but extremely susceptible to fire. Oh man, I was not expecting this. Ooh, my god. Yeah, trolls are among the most dangerous creatures in this game because they're very resistant to normal damage. You basically have to kill them with fire. You're pretty useless, huh? Jeez. No wonder you're coddled. Anyway. But I always was obsessed with magical characters, and I quickly learned that the maximum mana you can possibly have for a vanilla character is about, I think it's like 1100 or 1200 mana. And even with max stats, 1200 mana doesn't go very far with hot spells, heal over time. Oh, Pants of Fatigue. Let's see what those are. Huh. Oh well. They're not very useful, but they're worth a lot of money, so. So then I came to the realization that the only way I'm really going to be able to solve this vampirism problem is with the construction set. And so, of course, the first thing I did was create a ring that heals me constantly, like heals every second. Oh man, an ogre now? Oh, dude, you are worthless, man. You just get one-shotted by this ogre? Oh man. The ogre is stuck behind them. Oh man. Whew. Ogre's teeth are worth a lot of money. Enemies in this cave are definitely not messing around. 2 savage trolls and then an ogre. So the first thing I did with the construction set was make a ring that heals me. And that allowed me to have my vampire in the daylight without dying, you know, in stage 4 vampirism, which is the most powerful stage. However, it was kind of bittersweet because he's still taking damage constantly. And so your character is constantly like, you know, as he's getting hurt by the sun. It's kind of annoying. I checked that already, right? Yeah. So that ended up not really being a thing that I could do. Jesus Christ, more savage trolls. Oh, I missed. Come on. And my guy dies instantly, of course. Oh shit, I need to buy myself some time. Oh god. Whew, he's about to hit me. Strong healing potion. Whew. I'm gonna need to invest in some healing potions when I get back to civilization. Got 1700 gold right now. There's another one up there. There was 4 in this room. Wow, that's a lot of trolls, man. I really wish I had higher level conjuration. If I was part of the Mages Guild, I could train up my conjuration so fast. But nope. Alright, let's see. Let's not waste any time here. Let's go directly to where I'm supposed to go. And there's really no point in even trying to summon that skeleton. Yep, I'm full of good ideas. Burn down my mana right before potential fight. Yeah. Good job, Varanus. You're like a human shield. Lots of good stuff in here, so I'm gonna make a real good money from this. Yep, he's dead. Ooh, broken shield. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with that. Does look kind of cool though. That's orcish, I think. Well, it weighs nothing, so I'll keep it. So anyway, the second thing I decided to do, since at this point in the game I was basically all powerful with my mage, you know, killing anything in 1 or 2 spells, and anything I couldn't kill instantly I could kite around infinitely because of fear spells and stuff like this. So, oh my god, another ogre.
Yeah. That's the best you can do.
Ooh. I remember ogres being stronger than that. So I decided to make some boss characters. At the time I was still playing World of Warcraft. And so I like the idea of like a really strong character that takes a lot of people to kill. And so I spawned him in the waterfront. Let's fireball this guy. He's stuck on Daunton's body again. Good job, Daunton. You are finding a use for yourself. God, those ogre teeth are worth a lot of money. So anyway. I had never made a character with crazy stats before that boss character that I made. And I didn't realize how it would affect the game. And so I made that character with like 1,000 in every stat, I think it was. Oh my god, what is that, a Minotaur? Can I kill a Minotaur? I really don't think I can. I think that they're... damn. That one's actually pretty good. That's 50 damage. Absorb health. There's a Minotaur over there. You're low health, I'm low health, and low mana. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill him. And if there's anyone else in the room, we're definitely screwed. I don't think he's coming this way. What do you think, Varanus? I don't have any potions. Well, weak potion of healing, okay. Restore health, I'll do that. Fortify health, okay. Restore fatigue. Nothing else, right? Can I make any potions of health? Nah, I just ate my health stuff. Sometimes you blow through those hammers so fast. Demoralize up to level 6. Alright. I'm gonna hit him with a demoralizing arrow. And then switch to mace and shield, I suppose. Let's look on the map. Let's see if there's anywhere else we're going here. This connects to the other rooms. I'm really afraid that he's not alone in the room. And I'm afraid I'm gonna miss with this arrow. I know that Minotaurs are... they have a weakness to electricity. I don't have any electricity spells, unfortunately. Any shock spells. Otherwise, I'd use it. What do you think, Daunton? Can we take this guy? I think we can, honestly. Maybe. I might have to use my berserk ability, my ogre, or my orc ability. I can't forget that I have it. Berserk. It is called berserk, huh? I thought I was just guessing. Minor wound as well. That's a good spell. So I'm gonna have that loaded up because that's 50 damage. All right, let's do this. Yes, it worked.
That's the best you can do. What's the matter?
All right, let's switch back over to mace and shield.
Yeah.
Heal up a little bit. Yes. That scroll did so much damage. Yes, Savage Minotaur goes down. Minotaur horn. And a steel warhammer. 8 damage. Less than the silver one. And not great value. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that. Ooh, man. How tough are the enemies gonna be in here? Good payouts in here, though. Look at that. Robe of glib tongues. That's pretty epic. There's another place over here we haven't explored yet. What do you think that is? I think that's a troll. Nice, got him with three fireballs. Alright. By far the most dangerous dungeon we've been in yet. By a huge margin. But also, by a large margin, the most profitable. Alright, hopefully this does lead out. Perfect. The Clovian Highlands. Alright. Where are we? How far away are we from the original place? Oh wow, we went in there, came out there. Really strong enemies in there. Yeah, you are worthless. Alright. Let's go back to Coral, and I really need to stock up on supplies. So I'm gonna hit a few places and try to get probably not better equipment because of my level. I'm still high. I'm very restricted on what items I'll be able to wear. You know, good stuff, really high level armor just won't be spawning yet. But I can get other stuff. Let's get rid of that.
Good to see you.
Alright, Orion. Where's Orion?
You're back. What have you found out about Galtus Pravia's disappearance? Dead? Damn, what got him? Let me see that. Interesting. The symbols on it are familiar to me. I'll be looking into this. Nothing we need to talk about now. I'll pay Varanus for his contract. This is for you. Who knows? I might be able to make soldiers out of you both.
Short sword of weariness.
I'm going to need
nice.
you to find Maglir again. The little fetcher. Wish I knew what happened. He had a contract for a local mage in Bravil. Didn't seem like a particularly difficult assignment. He hasn't reported to the client.
Yeah, that's Maglir though. Doesn't need to be difficult.
Down to Bravil and find Maglir. Make sure that contract of his gets done, and send him to me. Stop staring at me.
All right.
Let's get to work.
So, the story that I never finished before was about the character that I made. I made this NPC. He was about 15 feet tall, and I gave him 1,000 in every stat, but I had no idea how that would affect him. I also didn't realize that when you mod a game, you have to mod one of your save files, and so I modded my main save file with my main character in it, not knowing that that was sort of irreversible. Actually, entirely irreversible, if I'm correct about that. And right there, that's somebody important right there. And so I dropped in this basically unkillable guy, and I didn't realize what would happen with him having 1,000 speed. And he dropped in. I surrounded him with Imperial Guard guys. He one-shots one of the Imperial Guard and then just takes one step and vanishes. And so what I learned later is that when you have such insane speed, why he defaulted on another contract. Okay. He's not gonna tell me to look anywhere specifically. That's okay, I can just generally look around. I'm gonna wait until morning and do some searching. When you have such insane speed, you basically like glitch, like you take one step and you go like 100 feet or more. And if you start running fast enough, you can actually like clip through mountains and fall through the world. And so I never found him. I always thought it was fascinating though, not fascinating, I always thought it was funny, ironic. When I was playing that character, after that point, you reach up, kiss the lucky old lady on the cheek, and hope you'll get your wish. Nice. I probably just got increased luck, I assume. Or if I luck, yep. That's not Maglia, right? No. There is an inn around here. The Fair Deal. No, it's probably this. And so I always expected while I was playing that guy, playing that character, that I would turn a corner and there would just be some giant monster standing there. You one-shot me and run away.
Good day. Go on.
But I never did find him.
Maglia? I think I've seen him. Try in the Lonely Suitor Lodge. Enough talk.
Cool.
I hate the things. Safe travels. What is it?
A coin for an old bear.
Greetings to you.
Oh,
How goes it?
I've been better.
Again.
What's the new? What can I do for you? I think he's around here somewhere.
Yo, that Blackwood Company looks awesome.
Ravassa
Blackwood Company
Orfrevas
armor.
has a way with words. I wish he could teach me how to speak that well. But
You again. I imagine I know why you're here, Guild Rat. Defaulted? That all you talk about? I'm Blackwood Company now. Plenty of work, the pay is good, and I don't have Orain on my back all the time. That means a lot, coming from you. You think I didn't hear about you ratting me out to Orain? Now get out of here before my friend and I get angry.
The skooma trade.
You again.
Hey man, I'd happily kill the both of you.
She doesn't leave home much, but apparently Luciana Galena has a lot of experience fighting in light armor. You're wasting your time.
go ahead. Take care. That skooma trade is bad business. And the Renridra Kryn are just a bunch of thugs.
Goodbye.
Good day.
I wish you could. I wish there was more development of crime in this game. Yeah, there's a Thieves Guild, but other than just stealing things, you can't really do much. And all of the goals that you're supposed to reach, where like you steal X amount, and then. Am I supposed to tell Orin about that or
Go
something?
ahead, please. Take care.
You steal X amount worth of goods and then you move up to the next rank. All those are such small amounts. I mean, it's like steal 20 gold, steal 100 gold. The last one should be like steal 10,000 or something crazy. It should be hard. You should have to, because if you're making a character, look at these skooma heads. If you're making a character who's a thief, that's what you're doing. You're spending a huge amount of time stealing shit. And that's probably where the majority of your income is coming from, especially people like me who don't like to dungeon crawl.
Me children. Thank
Or at
you.
least I didn't when I first played. Here, have a
Heard
coin.
about that ghost of the old
Now
man
tell me
that
rumors.
looks out into Nibbin Bay each night.
They're calling him the Forlorn Watchman. Spooky.
He's a fairy tale.
Grey Fox?
The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves.
Why did she change her voice?
Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down.
I'm sure.
All
I'm
right.
sure you wouldn't know anything about that, would you, old lady?
I'm listening. I'll take... That will get you something. Are you looking for him?
Ah.
I think I trust you enough to tell you this secret. To learn more about the Grey Fox, go to the Garden of Deriloth at midnight. Look in the waterfront district of the Imperial City. I can say no more.
Blessings of Anu upon ye.
There's a few different ways to find the Thieves Guild, but that's the easiest.
Gilgondrin, Silver Home on the water. Bye.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this quest now. I mean, look, so told me to go to Brazil, find out what happened. He is tired of trying to scrounge work, so he joined the Blackwood Company. So I guess I should go talk to Orin about that. It doesn't explicitly tell me to do that, but it is just a fast travel away. Wait, where the hell is Orin? Nah, he's at Coral, right? Yeah. My brain head don't work so good sometimes. Hey, I think that's him right there.
Yes? The little bastard!
I have.
We took him in when no one else would. This
I
is how
agree.
he repays us? Talk
You
to
shouldn't have.
Ariari in Bravil.
Yes, it is.
She's our client. Do the job. Stop
Got it.
staring at me.
See, that's one of the only times when that deal I was talking about before, where like I make a deal with myself when I first start playing a Bethesda game, where I say, look, either I can play the game the way it's designed, where you have a limited item inventory, but you have fast travel, basically teleportation, or you use a console command or a mod or something like this, so that you have infinite inventory, but you put a restriction on yourself so that you're not allowed to fast travel. This would be one of the examples where I would really like to fast travel, where I'm supposed to go across the world just to say, Maglia defaulted, and he says, the bastard, and he says, go back.
She probably takes on more than she should. Between...
This Mages Guild is actually my least favorite Mages Guild recommendation, because they tie another quest in with the recommendation quest, and if you're not very careful, you're forced to do both. There is a way to only do the recommendation, but like I said, it's very difficult.
I've got work for you to do.
It's very
I
difficult
need
to suss out
info
what you
for my
have to do and what you
research.
don't have to do unless you absolutely know. Imp Gall, really?
I need imp gall for my studies. 10 portions of it, in fact.
10 portions, wow.
Since I hired the Fighters Guild, I expect you to get it done. And carefully, please. You might check Robbers Glen Cave for the imp gall. That place has been known to contain the imps. I
Okay.
just don't trust them.
What do you
I
think
know
about the
they're
Blackwood
efficient,
Company?
A bit too efficient for my liking. Some endeavors demand time and care.
I heard that one of
Exactly, you
the
can't just go in there
mages was the
swinging a mace around like a maniac.
Hello.
Let's go murder all the imps. Actually, yeah, I need to go sell some stuff. Oh, I need to go... Okay, let's go to the market district. Sell the stuff that I don't want. Put the stuff that I do want into my house. And I need more potions. I need more health potions for sure. I need more repair hammers as well.
Well met. What can I interest you in? A bargain. You too.
I'll try not to accidentally steal anything this
Armor,
time.
weapons, I have it all. How may I help?
See if we can haggle a bit more here. Alright, I suppose that's okay. Let's sell most of the arrows, because I'm honestly not going to use them, probably. Sort of weariness. What do you think about that? Only does 1 damage? It must be like rusty iron garbage.
A fine.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sell that Varla Stone. I need the monies, man. You got anything better for me? You have Aegis of the Apocalypse. Drains 20 health. No. Yeah, everything else is nice, but 10,000 gold is so much.
Bye.
It's a little unreasonable. If you do have
Goodbye.
crazy, insane amounts of gold, between all of these merchants here in the market district, him and Rindir's staff and the best, or what's this one down here that sells the swords? Let's go check them out.
Learn to use light armor.
A fighting chance. Between all these places and a disintegration sword from them over there. Between all of them, you can actually put together a pretty kick-ass set of enchanted armor right off the bat. But you need like
armor,
a
weapons,
ludicrous amount of money.
How may I help you?
Yeah, Battle Axe of Hatred, 14,000. Drain, drain, drain. I'd rather it just drain health. So yeah, Steel Claymore only does 3. That's because my blade is so low. If my blade was as high as my blunt, that would do a shitload of damage. You got nothing.
Take care.
You actually have nothing useful.
Well met.
The Feedbag. Is that just a restaurant?
Put on the Feedbag. I offer the finest goods and lowest
Yeah, I
prices
think so.
in all Cyrodiil.
Oh, look at that crap. War meat's 35 gold? You're crazy. You must be crazy. It is new merchandise. I
Feel
doubt
free
it.
to browse. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
That is a good weapon, though. Does 3 damage. Obviously, it would probably be like 6 or 7. It's two-handed. It's activated 2-hand, so it'd probably be like 7 or 8 or 9. If I had high blade skill. And then 15 health, 30 fatigue. That's a lot of fatigue. It would probably make people collapse after a couple swings. And 30 Magicka. That's a really good weapon. That's probably one of the best two-handed weapons you're going to find in the game. Fortified fatigue pants. I'm not going to sell this. Actually, I should put that on right now. I should have been wearing that all along. That will get me better prices.
Feel free. I offer the finest goods and the lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Hey, 53. What about 61? Yeah, look at that.
That's just
What about
not.
70? No, let's try 65.
You're trying to drive me out of
So?
business.
Every time they refuse, the amount that they
No
like you
deal.
actually goes down, unfortunately. So like 61 worked before, I bet you it doesn't work now. Oh, wait, never mind. Alright, take these 3. Ogre's Teeth, Minotaur Horn,
That's it.
Roll Fat.
You've got.
You're willing to give me 600 for the Varla. Oh no, you've only got 600. Broke ass woman. Come on. You can take that. Fortified pants, or fatigue pants, or whatever. Yeah, I'll get rid of those. And what you got? You got very little.
There.
Three brothers trade's good, but there's only ever two brothers
help
here.
Have a look
I don't know where
around.
the third brother is.
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Look at Helm of the Deep Diver. Again, another good one. Wow, you'll give me 900 for it. Oh yeah, because the other one, the other girl was limited in her sale price. But she'd give me 600 for the Varla Stone. So you're at 39. Let's put you up to 58.
You don't expect...
Let's sell a strawberry. You won't sell at 58, huh? You'll do that at 52.
I can't make...
Let's try 57.
Make me a bet.
55.
An excellent bargain.
53. Alright, now what is it? 532. That's still not great. Excellent bargain. I hate you. 1,000 for the gift of tongue, or the robe of glib tongues.
Take what?
At this point, money.
What can I interest
What I really
you?
need it for is training. That sword is so good. You don't understand. Disintegrate armor 100 and weapon 100. A couple of strikes, and the person you're fighting is now unarmed. If they have a shield and sword, they're unarmed now. The armor they're wearing, it stays on their body, but the durability goes to 0, and it's no longer giving them any benefit. Put you up at 50-ish, like your brother. And sell you a potato.
Farewell.
Alright. I think what I'll do with my money is train. I'm gonna train up my heavy armor and then save. And then sleep. So I'll go to the best defense, train my heavy armor, sleep, and then spend the rest of my money on healing potions.
Good day.
Probably the best thing I can do.
Power.
550, man, it's so expensive. I need to get into the Mages Guild so I can reduce that. It's gonna be like 2,000 gold.
Let's get to training.
Alright, I'll
Let's
do
see
it.
if pay attention and you can learn a lot.
It's
You've got a
getting more
lot to
expensive
learn.
as I go up. I'm not gonna be able to afford the last one. Damn
Take
it.
care.
Alright. But what's my heavy armor at? It's probably pretty high now, right? 59, that's not great. I need to make a little bit more money. What do I still have? Not much. I need to get rid of this Varla Stone. It's only worth 1,000. But who do you think would take it?
Well met with you.
There's a gem merchant down here. They'll probably pay the most for it.
How goes it?
A jewelry merchant. I need to get into the Mages Guild so I can do some enchanting and really stack up some power.
Go ahead, please. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Let's put you up to 55, 60, 59. Ah, crap. Okay. 81. He only has a maximum of 800.
That's just not reasonable.
Yeah, obviously. Just not
can't afford
reasonable.
to
I
do
agree, it's
that.
not reasonable. I assume not. I have to keep the alien statue because I've
can't
never
do
even
it.
seen that before.
Hey,
There we go. I'll get more Varla Stones in the future. Yeah, you're welcome. This is one of the most profitable places in the game to rob.
I'm only asking for a single.
Alright, let's get that last
Mud crabs not long ago. Have you any interest?
that last one.
It's my pleasure. There's much I can show you. Knowledge is the
Bam.
good day.
Okay, let's go sleep. How much money do I have left? 285. Let's see if I can get some weak healing potions.
I have everything. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Potion of healing 174. What are you doing to me? Weak healing 85 for 20 health. Healing potion 35 for more than double. Okay, I'll go for the weak ones.
I let that go too cheaply.
I can buy 3. Yeah, you know what? I probably should have haggled more.
Thank.
Whatever, it's only like a 5 gold difference. Times are tough. Alright, let's go sleep. Now I can increase my strength and therefore increase my carrying capacity and increase my endurance, I believe, which will increase my health. And keep leveling up that conjuration. 55 conjuration and 60 heavy armor. I like to train things up to 99 and then naturally go up to 100 because you can actually fill the bar. It's kind of hard to explain. It's actually kind of annoying. But like if you have half a bar and then you at 99 and then you train it to 100, it ends up not being. So this is annoying. I have +5 in things that I don't want, so I'll definitely take that +5 for speed. But +5 intelligence, why would it give me +5 intelligence? Maybe it's because I'm increasing my conjuration so much. So I feel like I have to do strength. And 5 for intelligence is sort of hard to pass up. There we go, I can do 2 now. That gives me a fair amount more Magicka. 70 now total. Level 3. Let's put down stuff that I'm not actually taking with me. And this box is just random stuff that I don't know what I'm doing with. Wow, that robe of glid tongue is 2,400 gold is what it's worth. I'd be lucky if I got half that. Kind of annoying. But getting stronger and stronger. Alright, let's go complete that quest. Oh yeah, I gotta kill a bunch of imps. Imps are pretty strong, like they're strong spellcasters. They should die pretty fast, like 1 hit. But you cannot underestimate their ability to cast spells. They will burn you down with spells if you're not careful. And I did get a +5 to speed, so that's pretty sweet. But yeah, I was saying before, horses, they actually, similar to humanoid characters in the game, they just have a speed skill, attribute, and it's not 100. I think it's like 85 or 90. And so you can actually have more speed than a horse. You can be faster than a horse. And since horses cost like 500 gold, it's really hard to justify buying one. It's actually really nostalgic to struggle for money in this game. Because like I said, my first character was that thief. And man, it was just a constant financial struggle. I played that game, I played that character like 150 hours without ever doing any dungeon crawling, just one city to another, just professional thief.
Yeah.
And so, I remember struggling just to pay for lockpicks for the longest time. I was making just enough money to buy more lockpicks. And then once I was making enough money to afford lockpicks and not have to worry about that, once I had surplus, I would spend all that money on invisibility potions. Because that was my thing. If I ever was spotted, I would just run for it until I got out into the open and then just pop an invisibility potion and slink away. Alright, you go first, skeleton. Alright, get the hell out of the way, skeleton. I don't know, maybe skeletons are resistant to frost damage, because that's what the imps do. Yeah, it must be. I guess it makes sense. You know, skeletons don't get cold. Bam, smashed. I'm gonna get rid of this shield because it's not helping me out. What does she need? 10 portions? Oh my god, that's unbelievably bad. Randoming. Oh god. So stressful. Imps are hilarious little creatures.
Yeah.
Gauntlets of Rejuvenation, or Revelation, sorry. Heavy armor. They're iron, it looks like. Cool, I'll definitely put those on. Detect life in how far? In 25 feet, that's not very good. 25 feet's not a long way. The Helm of the Deep Diver that you can get back in the city is, I think, 60 feet. Now, the Helm of the Deep Diver is very useful. Because, 60 feet's actually far enough to see through walls and such. I think she said she needed 10 portions. What, imps? Imp massacre. What did the imps ever do to anybody, huh? They just want to fly around, live in their tiny homes, read tiny books, drink tiny cups of tea. Yeah, imps are definitely British. Ah, crap. Ah, you bastard. Starting to get noticeably more enchanted items from chests. Alright, let's look at the map. That way or up? Alright, let's go up. Oh yeah. So many enchanted things. Oh my god. See, that's how you make money right there. Like, dungeon crawling is obviously the best choice. I'm so glad I put those extra points into intelligence. Being able to summon the skeleton twice as often. Yeah, dungeon crawling is so profitable. It's, you know, in the early game, it's the most profitable thing you can do. Seriously, the late game imps are seriously powerful magic users. If you're not really prepared, if you don't have resistances or whatever, they can really mess you up. I'm certainly not trying to fall in there. Oh crap. Die, you. Die, damn it. Sweet. And increasing my intelligence increased the mana rejuvenation as well. Or regeneration. Rejuvenation? Regeneration, I think. I've been there already. I could just go back out that way. Or I could go this way. Probably fight some more imps. Huh, no imps, huh? This is that place I didn't want to fall down. So how many did I end up killing? 12. Okay. Ooh, okay. So that's why I didn't go that way before. Skooma. Nice. Skooma's great. But yeah, that's what I was saying before about, that reminds me, about the crime in this game. I wish it was more developed. I wish I could start my own gang, you know, run a skooma operation, become a drug lord. Yeah. This game needs like what this game needs is a larger scale of coordination and like, I don't know, operation. I want to be able to command troops, you know, not necessarily like in a RTS style, but I don't know, something like maybe be able to send people on missions, or like I'm imagining. So if I created the DLC, the Scooba Cartel DLC, you'd obviously work your way up through some local gang, eventually come to control, you know, one small territory. So I'd make it so that there's like a different gang controlling the skooma trade in each city, and you have to work your way up to the top of one of those gangs until you're controlling the skooma trade in the entire city. And at that point, you have a lot of... I like it if there's a lot of free choice. So, like, you can try to take over other cities, you can go for smaller towns, you know, areas in between cities, which are obviously going to be harder to hold. You're in constant struggle with the other skooma gangs, unless you can lock down the entire area. At some point, you should have to deal with supply. You know, I think skooma comes from Blackmarsh, if I'm not mistaken, like where the Argonians come from. Or maybe from Morrowind. It comes from a different place, I think. And so it would make sense if at some point you have to do missions to secure your supply of skooma. Maybe you have to go to those places for little side quests and
you've
whatever.
Looks fresh too. I realize you'll be paid by your superior, but take this as well. It might come in handy in your work.
What did I get? Okay. Ooh,
Archmage
Ring of the
Traden is the
Ages.
first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. It upset more than a few people.
Yeah, it upsets me. I wish necromancy was still allowed. What did I get? Excellent, 12%. That's strong. Look at that. That gives me an extra 12 armor. That's huge. I mean, my shield only gives me 12. Or sorry, my shield gives me 9. So that's more powerful than any of the equipment I'm wearing.
I ran across a couple of...
Pretty sweet. Very good reward. Conjuration skills flying up. Unfinished business. Sweet. But yeah, I'd like a game like that. You know. I would also like it to... I want games to give me the option to make a bad decisions. And a lot of Bethesda games sort of border on that. You know, they're not great about it, but they do a good enough job. Ooh, a steel shield. I can upgrade my shield finally. Beautiful. No more of this iron crap.
What is
Get out of my way.
Shouldn't you be
skeleton.
taking care of Maglir's contract? I can't
Why do you
believe
think I'm here,
we lost
dude?
another to that bunch. Well done taking care of the contract, though. We can't afford to lose any of them these days. Here's your payment for completion of the contract. I think it's time for us to discuss the Blackwood Company a bit. They weren't always
Excellent.
a
Let's
threat.
talk about them.
Small-scale mercenary band, until Riza Kar took over. Then came the fat Imperial contracts. After a mission in Blackmarsh, they set up shop in Leowin, more ruthless than ever. It needs investigating. First, though, you need advancement. Your service to the guild has not
Let's
gone
do it.
unnoticed. Henceforth, you will carry the rank of Defender. Bear the title proudly. I've got something for you.
Thank you very much.
But we're not going to talk about it here. I want you to meet me at my house after sundown. We'll talk more then.
Yes, we will.
Later.
Alright, cool. And I think it's time for us to have a bit of a read. So, let's just stand right here. That's a nice spot. And we've got... Ooh, Morrowind or Frontier Conquest? I want to learn about Morrowind. This is a great book, though, and we'll read this soon. On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, by Uramanwa Sunhold. After the conquest of Hammerfell, Imperial legions massed along the northeastern border of Cyrodiil, and invasion fleets prepared in Skyrim. Initially, though, the Imperial legions and navy were widely considered undefeatable. House Indoril and the Temple hierarchy proposed to resist to the death. Redoran and Drez stood by Indoril, with Telvanni remaining neutral. Hlaulil proposed accommodation. I don't know who any of those people are. Contrived border incidents in Blackmarsh ended inconclusively, but the swampy terrain did not favor Legion and Navy coordination. Against the Legions massed west of Silgrad Tower and Kragan Moor, and the Legions west of Blacklight and Cormaris View, Morrowind had pitifully small militias, stiffened stiffened by small companies of Redoran mercenaries and elite troops of house nobles and temple ordinators, and armigers. Further complicating matters was the refusal of Indoril, Dres, Halu, and Telvanni to garrison the western borders. Indoril and Dres proposed, rather than defending the western border, instead to withdraw to the interior and fight a guerrilla war. With Halu advocating accommodation and Telvanni remaining neutral, Redoran therefore faced the prospect of standing alone against the Empire. The situations changed radically when Vivek appeared in person in Vivek City to announce his negotiation of a treaty with the Emperor Tiber Septim. Vivek is literally a god. Reorganizing Morrowind as a province of the Empire, but guaranteeing all rights of faith and self-government. A shocked temple hierarchy, which apparently had not been consulted, greeted the announcement with awkward silence. Indoril swore they would resist to the death, with the loyal support of Dres, while Redoran, grateful for a graceful excuse to avoid facing the legions, unsupported, joined with Halu in welcoming the agreement. Telvanni, seeing which way the wind blew, joined with Halu and Redoran in supporting the treaty. Nothing is known of the circumstances of the personal meeting between Septim and Vivek, or where it took place, or the preliminaries which must have preceded the treaty. The public reason was to protect the identities of the agents involved. In the West, speculation was centered around the role of Zurin Arctus in brokering the agreement. In the East, rumors suggest that Vivek offered Numidium to aid in the conquest of Altmer and Somerset Isle in return for significant concessions to preserve self-rule, house traditions, and religious practices in Morrowind. The Lord High Council of the Ground Council and in Doril refused to accept the treaty and refused to step down. He was assassinated and replaced by Halulu. House Halulu took the opportunity to settle some old scores with House Indoril, and a number of local councils changed hands in bloody coups. More blood was shed in these interior house struggles than against the Imperial legions, during Morrowind's transition from an independent nation to a province of the Empire. The generals of the legions had dreaded an invasion of Morrowind. The Dunmer were widely regarded as the most dreadful and fanatic foes, further inspired by their temple and clan traditions. The generals had not grasped the political weaknesses of Morrowind, which Emperor Tiber Septim recognized and exploited. At the same time, given the tragic depopulation and destruction experienced by other provinces conquered by Septim, and the swift and efficient assimilation of Morrowind into the imperial legal systems and economy, with relatively small impact on lower and upper classes of Morrowind citizens, the tribunal also deserves some credit for recognizing the helplessness of Morrowind's defense, and the chance of gaining important concessions at the treaty table by being the first to offer peace. By contrast, many Indoril nobles chose to commit suicide rather than to submit to the Empire, with the result that the house was significantly weakened during the period of transition, guaranteeing that they would lose much of their influence and power to House Halalu, whose influence and power was waxing with its enthusiastic accommodation of the Empire. The temple hierarchy more skillfully managed their loss of face, remaining aloof from political struggles and earning the goodwill of the people by concentrating on their economic, educational, and spiritual welfare. That's it? Oh, interesting. On Morrowind. It didn't really tell me much about Morrowind, just how it became a province. Huh, alright then. Not bad, not bad. It makes me really want to play Morrowind. I guess I do need to play Morrowind. I feel like that's a foregone conclusion. No matter what else happens in my life, at some point I'm going to sit down for 100 or 200 hours and play Morrowind. Well, it's a rainy night, and that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment down below, or like the video, give it a thumbs up, or subscribe if you really love the content and you want to see more. There will be more coming. I release every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Follow along if you like it. Well, have a good day or night, whatever it happens to be for you. Take care. Bye-bye.